Alright, so it's been a while since I made a video, but I really wanted to talk about this, and I think long term or long form is the best way to talk about this. This is why I work out or exercise, gym, whatever it may be, all year round, even if I'm not feeling it. If I'm feeling down, I'm going through it mentally, or I'm not up to par. So the reason why I'm making this is because every now and then, especially during the year, there's going to be times where, for me personally, where I'm not feeling the best mentally. I'm kind of going through it. It happens a lot, maybe like sometimes during the winter, sometimes in the summer. It happens, maybe it's like 1 or 2 weeks where things aren't really going up to par, I would say. Like things aren't going my way. And it's normal. I've kind of built this resistance within myself to kind of handle it quite well. I may feel a little tired, I may get sick, but I tend to handle it quite well. But one thing I do that's very common, or I'm consistent with, is I still stick with my workout routine. So I still work out 4 days a week. 4 days a week at the bare minimum, 5 days if my body wants to, if it can. But I will make sure that I do at least my 4 days a week. And the reason why I do this, there's a couple of reasons why, but the biggest reason is, for me, that's the bare minimum. The bare minimum for me, there's certain things that I have in my life that are non-negotiables. And obviously my salah is like my number one priority. So I make sure I pray, do my 5 daily prayers. That's like my number one priority. And then the next other things are my health. So making sure that I work out, make sure I'm at the gym. Whether it's gym, if it's not at the gym, then I'll go for walks. I will do jump rope, do some home workouts. So this is something that I've been actively doing, again, probably since like 2020. I've been consistent almost every single week. There's some weeks where I miss, like I may feel sick, I may be injured, or something along those lines, or maybe I'll be traveling. But even when I'm traveling or whatever, I still do some physical activity. So that is the bare minimum. And another reason why I work out, especially during this time, is I feel like it's a lot more, it's very intimate, like within yourself, because you're going through it, and your prayers, it's kind of like that saying where it's like, or where it says like in Islam, like, you know, when you're going through it, when you're being tested, your prayers are more intense, you know, you get closer to Allah. It's like you get closer to Allah. So I find that, like, when it comes to my workouts actually feel a lot more intentional, and there's a lot more purpose behind my workouts when I work out, when I'm going through it mentally. When I'm feeling good, I work out. Yes, it feels good, but when I'm feeling it, I'm going through it. Usually I'll listen to like some motivational like stuff, you know, sometimes listen to some adhkar. I'll listen to like stuff like that, and it's kind of like I'm motivating myself to get back at it again. And I always say, if you're ever struggling, you know, obviously you do the bare minimum, which is the 5 daily prayers. That's what I personally do. But another thing you can do is just take care of your body. You know, go to the gym or go for walks. The walks are a great one too. I like going for walks, especially when I'm going through it. It's a great way to take time to yourself to reflect. And the gym for me is a place, or just a time, working out is a time for me. It's my time, right? So that's a time where it's uninterrupted. I'm focusing on myself. I'm focused on my health. It's me, right? That's where I have that time uninterrupted. And then salah, of course, is that time as well where you focus on your connection with Allah. So I would say like those are like some non-negotiables for me. And the gym is like that, right? It's funny when a lot of times what happens with most people, and of course I fall into it too, is when you go through things, or you're struggling, or something's going on, you're being tested, people will kind of self-sabotage. So they might eat more, they might drink more. I'm just talking about like drink more, like I don't know, soft drinks. I'm not talking about like the other stuff. I'm Muslim, so that's not really relevant to me there. But I would say like they eat more, so they gain more weight. Maybe they don't eat as much if they're skinny already. They'll lose weight. They won't sleep as much, maybe because maybe they're stressed out, or maybe they'll sleep too much. So that is a thing. Maybe they'll isolate themselves. There's certain things that people will do to kind of self-sabotage, and that might not be healthy for them. And sometimes people will not exercise. They will stay in, or they won't. They'll maybe play more video games. They'll do something like that. Maybe they'll go to vices. But that's a big one. And for me, I find that sticking to my workout routine, it kind of shows me that no matter how hard or how tough things are, you still have the capabilities. You still have that self-discipline to go to the gym. Or you still have that self-discipline to at least pray your salah. You still have that. Those are like some wins. Those are like this my personal things. I always go back to my non-negotiables, my main priorities. My salah is always first, but the gym is a big one for me because I've been working out for a long time now. And I don't work out for aesthetics simply. I know aesthetics is a big one. A lot of people work out for aesthetics, but I don't work out specifically for aesthetics. It's a consequence of it, but I work out for my mental health. I work out because I like progressing, especially on the jump ropes, and that's kind of where it's kind of like my zone. When I'm at the gym, I'm kind of like in the zone, so I don't focus on anything. Sometimes even at the gym, because I don't look at anyone while I'm at the gym. I'm so focused on my workout that someone will someone will come up to me, although I didn't even recognize you were there, right? Maybe like a friend or something like that. He'll come to me. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that you were here. I was like so focused on like my workout. So that's kind of a place for me to get into the zone. So for example, today I went to the gym. I literally just had my headphones on, listened to some like motivational like videos or whatever, and then all of a sudden like I just kind of got into the zone. I started doing my workouts. Boom, and then that's what we did. I just focused on the workout. There was a lot of people at the gym, but I was just so focused that, you know what, boom. So that's kind of what I use the gym for, and that's why I stay consistent pretty much all year round. Whether it's the good times, whether it's the bad times, I'm still showing up, and I think that's a big one when it comes to just overall fitness and health. You know, no matter how much you're going through, don't make sure that you remember that you come first. I think that's a big one. Something that I've been learning this year, especially, or sorry, not this year, but last year, was you come first. So that project that you're doing, no matter how many things you're doing, whether you're working on other people's stuff or other projects, make sure you have your own project that you're working on. Make sure you have something that you're prioritizing. If you're really focused on maybe helping out other friends with their other things, make sure you help yourself first. Make sure you're fine. If you're not financially there yet, make sure you focus on yourself financially. Your family comes first. You know, that make sure that you take care of yourself first. And that for me, when it comes to like my health, I make sure that I encourage my friends to exercise, and I hope they're exercising, and friends and family. But I ultimately I come first. So I make sure that I get my workouts done. If I get my workouts done, great. Then I can focus on everyone else. But that's primarily why I still stick to my workout routine, or still stick with my fitness or health routine, even if I'm going through the most, even though if I'm not feeling mentally there. And yeah, so that's really what I wanted to talk about. Again, I haven't been in the right headspace, like mentally 100% there. So that's why I'm talking about this. I think it's something that is something to mention. When you look on social media, where it's like, oh, this person's a perfection, this and that. That's not the case. Everyone goes through things. Everyone has problems. Everyone has things. It's dunya. Dunya is not meant to be Jannah. So yeah. So that's all I want to talk about. I hope you guys found some value in this. Just understanding like when it comes to like my viewpoint, when it comes to working out and the bare minimums, why I do my salah, why I do my prayers, and why I do I work out. And it's also like a time where you can add more to it, right? So you can read the Quran, or you can add to your workout, go for a walk, add some stretches, workouts, and yeah. But I won't yap too much. I think I've yapped enough. If you like coaching, check out the link down below. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I will talk to you guys later. Hope you could stay authentic. Peace.